Hello on this Friday afternoon, the end of a busy week, a really busy creative day, and I'm just printing off my resources for my July group of building a relationship with yourself. It's beautiful. I want to share because this is the last weekend opportunity you get to join this program experience. I'm sure it's going to run again, but we're a small group that are going to move through this exploration together. So I just want to share what it's about in case there's anybody thinking, do you know what, I'd quite like that. I'll share what it's not actually. It's not a directive way to learn, to throw yourself into an activity, another thing to do. It's definitely not that. I've designed this month to notice yourself within your life, your everyday life, not to come out in order to have a look at a few things, because that doesn't really tell us how we operate and hold ourselves within our life. I mean, it's very nice to do that, but we're interested in how is life? How am I within my life? And I talk a lot about building a relationship with ourselves, and a lot of my work goes very, very deep. Feedback I had from some people was that, but I don't know where to start. So I've created it so simply, but it's incredibly powerful and something that everybody that would move through it would find something out for themselves. So I've broken it into 8 simple steps. We're going to cover 2 a week. I've created a lot of resources to go with it. So it's all on an app or course platform. You can download everything. You can share. There's a community page within there, and also there's a WhatsApp group. So the first week, which starts Monday, we're going to notice where we're not kind to ourselves, and we're going to do this in an understanding way. It's not punitive, it is not judging, it is not shaming, it's with curiosity and understanding. For me, I feel that judgment is harsh, and we will hide. As people, we will hide from judgment or get defensive or argue with it. But understanding has a different energy to it. I always try to understand other people because I understand myself. So it's easy to notice where we are not kind to ourselves. So for some people, I've organised workshops on being kind, but it's really hard sometimes to touch what that means. But it's quite underneath that. It's maybe easier to notice where we're not kind. The voice, the touch, the criticism, an inner critic. I mean, I'll never slag myself off or call myself out badly, but that does not mean I don't hold myself accountable. But the energy will always be compassionate, because that's what we share in the world. That's the energy I want to be around. I won't be around people that are really harsh. It just doesn't resonate with me. So if you are of that same thinking, this is great for that. So we notice where we're not kind. Lots of things to do on here. And there's also a kind of sheet where you can look at the way you speak to yourself, the expectations you put on yourself, the pressure you sometimes feel under, and look at what that conversation with yourself is about, and where you maybe dismiss your feelings or your needs as, oh, I'm just being too sensitive, or pushing it away. So we're going to explore a lot of that. Well, you're going to explore a lot of that if you're part of this month. And then we're going to, with the second half of the week, we're going to pause and stop one action or attitude or way of being, a habit towards ourselves that you've noticed that's not kind. That's it. We start with one. It absolutely builds hugely. That's week 1. I mean, if that's all you got out of it, I guarantee that is something that will ripple out hugely. Week 2, we have 2 themes. So begin with kindness. So we're going to practice small acts of kindness. We're going to work out what kindness means for us. You can't be something if you don't know what it means for you, and it means such different things to everybody. So we're going to explore some of that, as well as exploring what things you enjoy. When we're in something we really like, we like it actually because we're present. We're really present within it. We've got clarity. We're in tune with our feelings, and we're present. That's what brings us joy. So it's just noticing those simple things in life. Noticing you might like looking at the sky or the flowers or the birds or music or candles or dancing or conversation. And we're going to spend a little bit of time in a busy day, weave throughout our day with things that you love. Second week, really simple. Lots of resources. Simple is still powerful. Then we're going to look at what safety feels like. What is safety for you? We're going to unpick some of that so you can really connect with what things in your life support you to feel safe. So no matter what is going on around, in, out, in your family, wherever, you know what feels safe for you. It's not to change or dismiss, it's to kind of be your own buoyancy, especially when life feels turbulent. I have a lot of experience within this. We're also going to tune into where we feel emotion. We say we have feelings. Often we come out of the present and speed things up and distract because we're not comfortable with our feelings. But have we ever explored them in a safe way within your capacity of what feels right for you in that moment? So we're going to explore feelings. We're going to body map. We're going to become curious about where we feel them, how it feels, and maybe give it some more names. Look at emotional wheel to kind of look at, well, I think I'm angry, but actually what is it? It might be rejection, it might be dismissive, you know, there's more to it than just a bang. So we get to think, you know, yeah, I understand where it comes from. We're going to shift from how do I get rid of this, to what do I need to hear within this, what's here for me within this. And we're going to look at allowing safe expression. And this isn't about other people, this is your relationship with yourself. So how you can feel safe to express all of you to yourself. You get comfortable with all of this within your own relationship with yourself, and then you're able to share it with the world. So worthy to know you when you are fully supportive within yourself, when that relationship with yourself is, you know, it's strong. For me, it's the strongest relationship I have. I've had to work at it, and I've had to learn to understand, and I've learned to feel my emotions, and I've learned not to make anything wrong, but to take accountability for where I'm bringing struggle into my life. You know, it doesn't mean that things don't happen, but if we're turning it into a real struggle, I want to support myself with that. So you can join this by popping me a message. It's £75 for the whole month. It's an online self-directed experience which is drip scheduled, so you won't be overwhelmed. You can't get it all. At the end you get it all, but this is to work slowly, not to rush, because if I had it all I'd be through it to the end. This is to really honour and spend some time with these really simple little things that I feel really support you in building a relationship with yourself which is based on understanding and kindness. So got a couple of days. We start Monday. Let me know whether you'd like to have more information. There are 2 live calls for this. We've got one Tuesday, 7:30 in the evening for up to 90 minutes. WhatsApp groups available. There's videos of this and lots of bits and bobs, and I'm available via messages on all the platforms that this experience is shared with on. So if you want to come and join us, I'd love to welcome you. Much love.